You have probably heard people say, America's biggest threat is China, or maybe Russia. But what if I told you there's a bigger story? America's biggest threat is a group of countries that have quietly teamed up, not with armies or missiles, but with a plan to chip away at the very thing that gives the US its power, the dollar. And what's scary is they're advancing faster than you can imagine. In this video, we'll break down why Donald Trump and the entire West are worried about BRICS. What started as an alliance between Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa has now expanded enough to challenge the most powerful weapon of the United States, its grip on the world's money. This isn't some conspiracy theory. This is already happening, and it's reshaping the global financial order. So, what is BRICS? Why does it matter? And how could it threaten the US dollar, the foundation of America's power? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at the global economy the same way again. To understand BRICS motives, we first need to understand what led to the creation of BRICS. Back in 2001, a Goldman Sachs economist named Jim O'Neill coined the term BRIC to describe Brazil, Russia, India, and China. 4 huge, fast-growing economies. By 2006, the leaders of these countries liked the idea so much, they formed an official group. 4 years later, South Africa joined. That's when BRIC became BRICS. At first, it was just about trade and development. But very quickly, the group found a bigger purpose, standing up to Western dominance. One of the main reasons behind the formation of BRICS was the dominance of the United States and the West on the world economy. For decades, the global system has been run by the West. Institutions like the IMF, the World Bank, and even SWIFT are controlled by America and Europe. That means the West sets the rules and the rest of the world follows. But countries like Russia, China, and India didn't like being sidelined. They wanted an alternative. So BRICS was their way to help each other grow their economies, share resources, and trade directly, create their own banking systems, and most importantly, weaken America's dollar dominance. And that idea caught on. What started as a partnership between a handful of nations quickly began attracting others who felt the same way. Today, BRICS is no longer a small club. In 2024, they welcomed the United Arab Emirates, Iran, Egypt, and Ethiopia. Even Saudi Arabia said yes to the invite, though they haven't officially joined yet. Now they're calling it BRICS Plus, and it's becoming a serious player on the world stage. But how can a group of developing countries really stand up to the West and the mighty US? Well, it's not just talk. They've got the numbers, the money, and the resources to back their ambition. Donald Trump may be loud, but he is a businessman, and he understands money better than most. He knows America's greatest weapon isn't its military, it's the dollar. It all began in the early 1970s, after the US struck a deal with Saudi Arabia in 1974, according to which Saudi Arabia would sell oil only in US dollars, and in return, America would provide them with military protection and security guarantees. And this is how the petrodollar system was born. Soon, other OPEC countries followed. That meant any country that wanted oil first had to buy US dollars. This created constant global demand for the dollar and cemented it as the world's reserve currency. The system helped dollar remain the king of global currency for almost 80 years. The petrodollar system worked as America's cheat code to print money when needed, borrow cheaply, and punish countries with sanctions by cutting them off from the dollar. But cheat codes don't last forever. The BRICS nations have seen how this system works and how it keeps America on top. And they're not interested in playing by those rules anymore. By trading in their own currencies, building their own banks, and finding ways to sell oil without using the dollar, BRICS is quietly chipping away at America's biggest source of power. And they're not just talking. They've already started it. China and Russia are trading using their own currencies. India and Russia are doing oil deals in Indian rupees. Iran and China made long-term trade deals without involving the US dollar. BRICS is even planning to launch a new currency, potentially backed by gold, On top of that, they're building their own systems, like New Development Bank, the BRICS' alternative to the IMF, SIPS, China's version of the SWIFT banking system. Just imagine, if they succeed, it won't just be politics that changes. It could shake the entire global economy, rewrite the way money moves, and transform the world order as we know it. And when the world order changes, everyone feels it. So what happens if the dollar loses its crown? The US can't just print money at will anymore. That safety net vanishes. Prices at home could spike. Inflation would hit harder. Borrowing money would get expensive as interest rates climb. Countries might dump their dollar reserves for other currencies. And finally, America would lose its grip on the global financial system. That's a nightmare scenario for the West. And for Trump, who knows how money runs the world? It's enough to keep him up at night. Even when you compare BRICS to the West, the numbers tell a story Washington doesn't like. BRICS Plus has a combined GDP of around $60 trillion, while the G7 has around $58 trillion. BRICS Plus represents 3.5 billion people. The G7 nations has about 770 million. BRICS Plus controls roughly 45% of the world's supply, thanks to members like Russia and Iran. The G7 holds far less, around 60% of the world's rare minerals, with China dominating this space. The G7 has only a small share. BRICS Plus fields over 10 million troops and about 5,800 nuclear warheads. The G7's forces are smaller, but far more technologically advanced. BRICS isn't stronger than the US and its allies in every category, but it's already big enough, resource-rich, and growing fast enough to make Washington nervous. But why is BRICS suddenly getting bigger and stronger? Because many countries are fed up with the West. They're tired of IMF loans with painful conditions, angry at US sanctions, frustrated with being left out of global decisions, disrespected during global crises like COVID. And after Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the world has seen how the US can choke them by their neck whenever it wants. At the same time, BRICS is offering something different. No lectures about politics, no bullying through sanctions, and real money with no strings attached. That's why over 40 countries want to join. This is bigger than anyone has ever thought. What happens if the petrodollar system falls? Imagine Saudi Arabia starts selling oil in Chinese yuan or BRICS currency. Now India, China, and others don't need dollars anymore. The US dollar becomes just another currency. That would mean America's influence shrinks, sanctions stop working, and global markets shift eastward. This isn't a war fought with bombs, it's economic warfare, and BRICS is winning without firing a single shot. BRICS isn't perfect. Yes, China and India don't always agree. Russia has its own problems, and there's still no single BRICS army or central bank. But the world is changing, and here's the scary part for America. Despite all their differences, they agree on one big thing. We don't want the US to control everything anymore. And that idea, that dream, it's growing. BRICS is offering an alternative world order. And that's why Trump and the West is worried. Buckle up. The next few years could be the biggest shakeup in the world order in a century. This isn't just about BRICS versus America. It's about the future of money, power, and global influence. What do you think? Could BRICS really take down the dollar? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like and subscribe for more fact-driven stories from around the world.